Hello everyone, and welcome to today's live stream. I'm so sorry I'm late. I may have had an impromptu nap, which meant that when I woke up, I was like having my big, like big panic moment with like, I have to get everything ready and sort everything out. So I'm very sorry I'm a few minutes late. But don't worry, I will still have plenty of time to get through all the questions and get all this stuff done. So don't worry, and I appreciate you sticking around and yeah, bearing with us. So thank you so much. Anyway, so let's very quickly do the housekeeping and then we'll delve into everything good and proper. So first of all, welcome. If you're new to these live streams, we do these every single Saturday. No, every other Saturday, sorry, 6 p.m. UK time, which is 7 p.m. European time, which is 10 a.m. in the morning, West Coast time, 1 p.m. East Coast time, and somewhere in the middle of the night, around 5 a.m. if you're watching from Australia and New Zealand. And if you are, I send you lots and lots of love because, yeah, you get extra special love for that dedication. Happy to answer any questions you guys have, skincare or non-skincare related, drop them in the comments. And I go through the comments in the order that they come in, so don't worry, we'll get round to all of your comments. You only need to leave them once and I'll get round to them as soon as possible. And just a big hello and thank you to Tom, who as always is moderating on these live streams. So yeah, thank you very much. Let's quickly do some hellos, and then I've got some new skincare bits that I want to share with you very quickly, and then we'll get into the comments. So big hello to Every, to Paula, to Sandra, to Katerina Strathy, great to see you all, to Tano, to Amy, great to see you, my love, Leslie, we've got Tom, we've got Mun, Jan, Scott, Sierra, wonderful to have you all here. And of course, oh, the iconic Hells, we've got great to see you, my love, Rita, I see Debbie at Hillpree, great to see you, my love. And yeah, thank you all so much for joining. We've already got a lot of comments coming in, so I'm going to be super quick. Keeping me going is my trusty cup of tea. So let's crack into things. I always say as well, like, there's no cost to asking questions. We've got a lot of new subscribers at the moment. In the last week, we've welcomed 26,000 new subscribers to the channel. So welcome. If you're one of them, drop us a comment. Let us know where you're tuning in from. But yeah, with a lot of new subscribers, I always like to say, you don't have to pay to ask a question, which is one of the common things that get asked. Absolutely not. Ask a question, and all I ask for in return is a gentle caress of that like button. If you should, if you're enjoying it, click the like button. Right, so some new skincare that we've got this week. Let's blast through. It's kind of, I'd say it's kind of PR package season at the moment. Lots of brands release their new products in August, September, in time for the November and December like sales push for Christmas. So it's quite usual to see quite a few different PR packages and stuff come, which is always great. I'm always happy to try new skincare and share with you. And yeah, there's been a bump a lot this time around. So let's quickly go through some. So K-Secret, which I always get confused when if I ever mention them in a video, I always call them Secret Key, which is a totally different brand. So I apologize for that. K-Secret have a new collagen line, which I've already used. I actually used quite a few of their products. I mentioned it in a recent video on collagen, and they basically said, oh, thanks for mentioning us in that video. Well, let's send you the whole line. So they did. This came the other day. Actually, gorgeous packaging. I'm going to give them 10 out of 10 for packaging here. And this is the collection. So I've already used the balm. The collagen balm is great. If you do like slugging, which is where, you put Vaseline on top of your skincare at night. If you do slugging, I actually switch to this balm. It feels so much better than Vaseline. Works in a similar way. And it's got collagen in, so you'll just get extra skincare benefits. I love that. Let me find, see if let me find a, let's see if I can find the product, because this is like my favorite of all of them, that I would definitely say. Oh, there it is. Right, I got my original one from Yes Style, so let me just put that on here. When I can spell. So there we go. I'll put that in there. I'll put a link to it in the chat if anyone's tried. That's the best, I would say. I haven't tried the other ones. There's a Restock eye patches. The mask is quite nice. They do an ampule. They do a cleanser. They do lots. It's nice. I'm a big fan of collagen. As I said in that video the other day, big fan of collagen. I think the packaging is lovely on that, and that balm is great. Absolutely love that balm. Do you want a quick swap? Should we do? Let me do a quick swap. I've actually got one on the go already, so I'll open this. So yeah, it's basically you got collagen and all the other goodies in it. It looks bougie. You can take it in your purse with you and swipe it on during the day if you want. I personally just use it at night. Top tip is only like push it up a tiny bit, spreads better. And then when you put it on, I'll try and do this so you can see it. It just glides on. It feels so good. Gives like a great occlusive layer. Smells divine. Yeah, like A+ product from them. I think, I bought it a while back and I think I paid maybe something in the region of about £10 for it. Really not that much. It wasn't much. And I got mine off Yes Style. But yeah, so thank you to K-Secret for sending that cute little box over with the other products, which I will try, and I will let you know what I think. Also got a whole like set of stuff from Good Molecules. I would like your help with Good Molecules. Does anyone have any experience? We can't get them here in the UK very easily, so it's always nice when they send stuff that I can try. I think all of these products are for oily skin. They did ask me my skin type, which is nice. It's the discoloration serum, niacinamide serum. My skin hates niacinamide, so we won't be doing that. Sunscreen, foaming cleanser, hydrating body serum. That's quite nice. And moisturizer. I do also get to try the Yerba Mate eye cream, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, I'd say, again, a really nice collection of stuff. Does anyone have any experience with Good Molecules and kind of what products are good, what products are not good? Let me know and I'll try them out. And then finally we have Dr. Sam, who I love their products. I love all their products. And sent me this. So the tagline is power up your skin, and in here you get a battery charger for your phone, which it's kind of cool. I mean, some of these PR packages do come with stuff like that. This is going to be really good because I'm going on a flight to Barbados soon, and I will be on that flight for like 8 hours, and I probably will need to charge my phone up. So this is great timing, and they've even embossed it with like my initials, which is quite cute. I mean, props to them. The main thing though is this. This is the Flawless Moisturizer Intense, which if you look at all the bump that they've put on, it actually has some really interesting ingredients in here. Obviously got some of the usuals, but it's also got some ferments and things. So I'm going to give that a try. I'm actually quite excited to try that out. I think that could be quite good. Haven't even put it on my skin yet, so we'll try it out. And I might feature it in a video if we like it. We'll see. But yeah, that was the stuff that landed today or yesterday. And there's stuff coming all the time. So if you want any specific brand reviews or anything, or you like the look of any one of those particular products, that balm is so gorgeous. Yeah, let me know. Anyway, so before I get sidetracked just talking about all things skincare, I did want to say one more thing. If you are waiting for the restock of the Mad About Skin serum, I've just heard back from the lab. The manufacture is complete and it is going to be shipped over to me imminently. So if you are holding out for the restock of the Mad About Skin serum, you won't have to wait long. Probably next 3 weeks, hopefully. So don't worry. I will. Yeah, I know a lot of people have been emailing in and asking, and that's the plan. It's just going to be a limited restock because we actually have the relaunch, the repackaging, the relaunch thing going on. And we've finally chosen the designs this week, which is super exciting. Yeah, me and Tom agonized for a long time over it, chosen the designs, and it's all good. So if you want any more information on that, let me know. Right, let's get on with some of these questions. So Every says, what do you think of skincare gadgets such as LED and radio frequency? I think they work. I never use them. It's the foot spa all over again. You buy it, you never use it, it ends up in the attic. I personally wouldn't waste your money on them unless you know that you're actually going to use them. If you know that you're the sort of person that would pay for a gadget and use it time and time again, great. If you're not, wasted your money. I wasted my money on an LED mask I never use. It's nice, it does work, but I never use it. I'm just not the right person. So that's my one caveat with that. Paul said, do you still use Dr. Sam Bunting's skincare? Oh, right, okay. Well, look, as I did say when we were looking at their parcel that they sent, yes, I do actually really love Dr. Sam's skincare. I'd say of that, I haven't tried that. That's their intense moisturizer. I haven't tried it yet. So I can't speak on that one. Would I say, Dr. Sam, what are my favourite products? Their cleanser is amazing. Also, if you're the sort of person that wants genuine refillable products, yeah, all brands do refills and they're always like 5% less packaging. It's a complete waste of time. If you want a genuine refill, look at the Dr. Sam Bunting refill on their cleanser. It comes in this humongous pouch of like 500ml of cleanser and you can decant it into your other cleanser. That's how you do refills, people. And so props to them for actually doing it right. And their cleanser is amazing. I also really like their nightly serum. I like the azelaic acid in it. That's a great option. I think those are my fave too. The products I don't like for Dr. Sam is and I love the Grand Active Retinoid Intense. That's also really good. Streets ahead in terms of like formulation and concentration than the ordinary one. Is a bit pricey, but I'm happy to pay it. Don't like their sunscreen. That's the one thing I don't like, their sunscreen. Sandra, great to see you, my love. So since the Facebook group is paused, I'll post a funny observation here. Flew for the first time since COVID to a conference in Chicago. Fabulous. First of all, hope you had a great flight and hopefully you had a fun time in Chicago. So I packed very few products into my carry on. The most important was my Mad About Skin serum, an almost empty bottle to use 2 nights. Somehow it leaked into the plastic bag. Oh no. At least it was into the plastic bag that the US security requires. At least that was that. Sandra, don't worry. It'll be back in stock in no time at all. So last night and this morning, I used 4 times as much serum as usual. It turns out it was the best overnight mask I've ever used, despite standing up all night previously. Done. Work with what you're given, Sandra. If you need to use up the product and you can slap 4 times the amount on, great. I might actually try it, using it as a sleeping mask. Top tip. Thank you, Sandra. Sending you lots and lots of love. And it sounds like you had a fun time. If you pulled an all-nighter, it must have been a fun time over in Chicago. Katerina says, good evening, Rob. Good evening, my love. Very autumnal here. It's getting a little dark. It's definitely sweater weather here, so I'm putting on this, which actually is navy, but it's coming across as quite a depressing black colour on the camera, so I'm sorry about that. I should have probably worn something just a little bit more, like, happy. So yeah, sorry about that. But yes, it's a lovely autumnal evening here in the UK. Strathy, great to see you. Hope all is amazing with you. Katerina said, I want to try Skin1004 Centella Asiatica to boost the vitamin C. Good call. But I'm torn between their pure Centella and their pore minimizing. You praise the second one. Do you think it's good for very dry skin? Honestly, when it comes to Skin1004, I can only speak from my own experience with them. I don't bother with their original Centella ampule because every other one of their ampules has like 50% Centella in anyway, and you don't need more than 50%. So I would probably say reach for their pore minimizing ampule because you're getting the Centella you need and you're getting some peptides alongside it. It's kind of, and they're the same price, so you're getting more for the same. I think it's a no-brainer. I would say unless you just love Centella, when it comes to Skin1004, I wouldn't bother with their Centella serum. I'd buy one of their other serums that has Centella in as standard anyway. That's just my thoughts. Amy, great to see you, my love. I hope all is amazing, amazing, amazing with you. So Tano says, looking out with cold skin, what's good with PM with Tret. So you can use, I mean, there's a whole other thing. The only thing I would be a little bit cautious of when you talk about Tret in the evening, Tretinoin, is don't use exfoliating acids alongside it. It might be too sensitizing. And copper peptides, some people say it's fine, some people say don't, so it's up to you. But you can absolutely use the Botanic Snow Mushroom Moisturizer. I love that. You can also use Matrixol, Azuraline, the Mad About Skin Serum. Yeah, they all pair well that you've recommended. Absolutely. And then put your Tret last. Whatever you do, put your Tret last in the routine and then put some moisturizer on top. That would be my recommendation. I'd say the only one there is like the copper peptides, maybe not. But the Botanics one, Snow Mushroom, is amazing. Love that one. Amy says, Rob, did you see Dr. Shireen's video in the order of skincare? She recommends tone, essence, retinoid, serums, then moisturizer. What do you think about that? So I will say one of the main reasons I love Dr. Shireen, who has a wonderful channel here on YouTube. I absolutely love her. Her content is A+. She's a non-judgmental dermatologist. I'm not mentioning any names, but there's certain derms online that are like, do it my way or nothing. And it's this, that, it's all like zaps all the fun out of it. I love Dr. Shireen because she's kind of like, look, skincare should be fun. Use this, try this. And she's always like, I pay a bit more because I like the scent of this product. I'll use this because it feels good. I'm like, yes, it's realistic. I feel like she's a dermatologist and a consumer, and that comes across. So I haven't seen her video on ordering of skincare, but from what you say, putting retinoids kind of in the middle and then serums and moisturizer afterwards. I mean, technically you can. I'm a creature of habit. I use my retinoid at the end just because I'm used to that. I'm also not sold on that it really... I personally don't think the order that you do your skincare in actually matters as much as people think it does. Only because as long as you're not putting oil-based things on and then water-based afterwards, because that can form a barrier. With the exception of that, I think everything else you can kind of be a little bit more free-flowing with, I think. But it depends. So I will check it out, though, because I do genuinely think she's one of the best content creators online, so I will check that out. And I will look back in with you, Amy. You always have the best recommendations, my love. Thank you. Leslie, great to see you, my love. Hope all is amazing with you. Tom says, I tend to put my Tret on right after washing my face. Dr. Shireen is copying me. She is, Tom. I actually think she stole your idea. I can see a lawsuit going right on now. Mon says, love these live streams. We learn a lot. Thank you. I love doing these live streams. They are so much fun. Absolutely one of my highlights of the week. I say that every week, I know, but genuinely one of the highlights every single week. And it's great that as the channel's grown so much, I mean, no complaints, it's amazing, but the channel's grown so much. In the last month, we've welcomed, I think, 85,000 new subscribers in the last month, and it's growing like 5,000 every single day, and it's great, and that is wonderful, and honestly, I'm so blessed to be in this position. But the reason I love these live streams is it can still retain that level of, like, that small channel vibes, you know what I mean, that I always enjoyed so much on the earlier days, because there's 100, 150 of us at any time just sat around chatting, talking skincare. We can keep in touch, and it's the same people every week, which I love because we can kind of be part of each other's lives. I don't know, I love this, which is why I love these live streams, and I can't ever see myself not doing them, because I love that, and it does allow like the channel to grow, which is amazing, and I'm so blessed for, but retain some of like the small channel vibes, which I've always personally really enjoyed. So yeah, so I'm glad that you're enjoying them, my love. Jan, great to see you, my love. Sending you lots and lots of love. Scott says happy October Eve. I know. When did that happen? What happened to September? Like, it just kind of disappeared, didn't it? It just kind of came and went, and that was it. So yeah, happy October Eve, everybody. I know lots of people out there are looking forward to Halloween. I know lots of people are already on that pumpkin spice latte train and are getting full autumn, fall vibes. I am trying not to get too cozy in my jumpers because I am going to the Caribbean in November, and early November, so basically a month's time, and that's going to be very hot and it's going to be very summery. So I'm trying not to get too like mindset into winter and autumn, because I'm going to have to do that when I get back. I think I'm going to jam pack everything into like late November and early December to get those vibes going. Sierra, great to see you, my love. Hope all is amazing with you. Hell says, hi all, Tom. Oh, we see the Mad About Skin Facebook group back. So with the Facebook group, honestly, like, I know some people missed it. We had the Facebook group. Oh God, I can't even remember when we set it up. It was some time ago. I can't remember. It's the issue with the Facebook group, not the people in it. Obviously, it took a lot of moderating. Honestly, it took a lot of moderating, and it wasn't a case of, just just let it be, because I think if you're going to do something properly, I'd hate for anything on there to be offensive or to be challenging, and people were coming back and forth with issues and things like that. It took a lot of moderating, and Tom did the vast majority of the moderating, and in fact almost all of it. And both me and Tom have a lot of stuff going on external to that. Not in like a big dramatic way, but do you know what I mean? Like it was busy, and it was just we couldn't dedicate the time to it, and I wouldn't want something online. I think online is toxic enough as it is without us just having something there that wasn't moderated and was just like out there, so that's the reason we decided to temporarily suspend the Facebook group. I think with the relaunch of the products, it's taken up a lot of time in terms of the redesign and the relaunch. It's taking a lot of time alongside creating the regular content and everything. Who's to say when that process isn't all like smooth? Who knows? Like, never say never. I just, with the Facebook group, didn't want something out there with our community name on it that wasn't properly moderated, and we didn't have the time to necessarily commit to that, if that makes sense. And yeah, so I do know some people miss it, and I am very aware of that, which is why I think these live streams and stuff are really important, because it still creates that sense of community. But yeah, we'll see. It was as well, with Facebook generally, I think the trend is a little bit, people aren't using Facebook as much, people aren't logging in as much. It seems to be what all the trends are, and people weren't using it quite as much as it used to be, and so we thought, okay, this is a time to maybe like take a pause on it, and we'll see in the future what the future holds. Like, no, never say never, and it's there, it's in the background. It's not gone. Never say never. Who can say else? Who can say else? And I do know how much people enjoyed it, and that's not a take away from that. It was just, I'd hate for something with our community name on it to not be like A plus and out there spreading positivity, because there was a lot of behind the scenes. We had to do a lot to make sure a lot of stuff was held in check, if that makes sense. And it was becoming increasingly challenging to be able to do that, if that makes sense. Mun says, hi love, I'm new to Restock. I started with 0.1% intense Restock by Sun by Might. It's a really nice product, that. Mainly using it for the mouth area, pigmentation and acne scarring. Will it help me with these concerns? It will. It might be a little sensitizing at first. Just because it's a decent strength product, and the mouth, around the mouth, is one of the more sensitive areas, so just be mindful of that. But yeah, it will absolutely help with those things over time. So yeah, give it time. Those things are difficult things to treat: hyperpigmentation and scarring. Give it time, but yeah, it should definitely work. Sarah says, Tara, let's see. Sarah says, also, I have a line on my forehead that I properly since high school. I want a smooth hot forehead, like all these influencers. Is there any way to do it without Botox? So yeah, I would say I've done both. I've done the Botox side of things a long time ago, and I did, and then I've done skincare since. I obviously having different I didn't go back to the Botox, so you could probably tell from that I wasn't a big fan. It was fine. I just felt it felt funny, and it limited your range of movement, and I've always had a ridiculously smooth forehead anyway. There was a bit of me that's like, why did I even do that? Because people always, before that, I always said, if you have Botox, because your forehead is ridiculously smooth. If you look back on any of my pictures from my 20s and early 30s, it was always like smooth, which in a way is a blessing. I did it and was like, no, it wasn't for me. So I don't think Botox is for everyone. I also think people should set their expectations that there is nothing I'm aware of in the skincare world that works as well as Botox in terms of fine lines and wrinkles. One of the things you could do, Sierra, is to use collagen in the area to plump it out. Yes, it's very temporary, but you could use it daily, and that could plump it out as a targeted thing. You could buy like the dissolvable collagen threads online. You sort of lay it on, and it gives like an instant plumping to it. That would solve the problem in the immediate term. Long term, no. Long-term solutions are things like retinoids and exfoliators, but if it's something that you've had for a long while, it might be that those things just aren't going to cut it. So yes, I don't think everyone should go for Botox. I don't think they should. And I would maybe give the dissolvable collagen stuff a try. It's worth a try. It is, just set your expectations. It's going to be a short-term thing rather than a long-term thing, if that makes sense. Jan said, Rob, so happy for you. Every time I look, your channel has gone up a few thousand. Thank you, Jan. I know. I honestly, I can't believe it. In the best possible way, I'm so blessed to have all you guys' support. And I keep saying it. I certainly won't be here without Tom's support every single day. Won't be here without the support and love from you guys. So genuinely so appreciative. And yeah, just thank you. Everybody says, I love this channel. Thank you. I love you too. Scott said, it's really impressive. Thank you, Scott. Thank you. Debbie says, hi from Chicago. First time for a live. Welcome. Yeah, if anyone's here for the first time, drop your location. Tell us your favourite skincare product. Introduce yourself. We would love to hear from you. I am going to take a sip of my tea because before it goes cold. If you haven't already, if you can minimise the chat, hop over to that like button. Give it a gentle caress. That does help me out. We always say, every time a content creator says, don't forget to like and subscribe. The reason to say is, unfortunately, YouTube measures your worth as a content creator based on the number of likes you get. I wish that would change because I don't think it's a very good measure, but anyway. So the more likes the video gets, the more YouTube will push it out on replay. So it just means as many people as possible can find this live stream. Right, let me just take a big sip of this drink. So, oh, so good. That tea is amazing. Mon says, can you recommend any ascorbic acid serum that works really great for acne-prone skin? It doesn't make skin dull. Yes. So you could absolutely go for ascorbic acid, which will work with acne. I actually find some of the derivatives kind of work better with acne, in my experience, than ascorbic acid. And they definitely won't make your skin dull. So I use the ascorbyl tetraisopalmitate solution from The Ordinary, which is one of my absolute favorites. That works amazingly with acne because it kind of hydrates with a bit of an oil base, but not clog the pores, won't exacerbate your acne. So, like, it's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. Definitely would recommend. Sierra says, don't YouTubers get plaques for certain milestones? So, yes, there isn't one for 200k. There is one for 100,000, and there's one for 1 million. I think there's a big gap between them, 100,000 and 1 million. Shall I get the plaque? I've been meaning to put it up. Shall we get that? Shall I do the plaque? Right, bear with. Let me go and run and get the plaque. I haven't even put it up. I've been thinking about what to do with it, where to put it. Let me go get it. Right, sorry about that. Right. I think I did promise this on the last live stream, so I was like, I've got a sweat on just going up my own stairs. Right, so, this is the plaque that they send. I kept it in the box because I wanted to work out, like, what I wanted to do with it, where I wanted to pin it. I'm thinking of doing a whole filming setup change, and I wanted it to feature in that, so that's why I haven't actually thanked. So, it comes, I don't know why I'm covering my address, it comes on all the products anyway. But here we go. It comes in a box like this. When you flip it up, they give you this lovely little letter, which... Do you remember your first subscriber? I don't. I actually don't remember my first subscriber. I suspect it was my mother. I think it probably was my mum. Anyway, it doesn't matter. My 100th subscriber, I remember reaching 100 subscribers, which was on a video about the Pixie Glow Tonic. And the 100th subscriber came about from that. And it was someone called Coopery Doll, who actually still does leave comments on the channel. So if you're watching Cooper, sending you lots and lots of love. I know their actual name because they bought products. I do know their actual name, but I always like to use the YouTube handles because I know some people don't want their name out there, so it's fine. And the 1000th subscriber, I don't remember. I remember getting 1,000 subscribers, but it happened overnight. So when I woke up, I was like, oh, it's 1,010 subscribers. Oh, that's amazing. So I remember the day, and yeah, it took roughly 2 months to get 100 subscribers. It took an extra month to get 1,000. So like the third month, I got 1,000. And then it took 2.5 years to get 100,000. And it's taken like 2 months to get the other 150,000. It's baffling. So yeah, so you get this nice little silver plaque, which is great. Let me put all that stuff there. And these are the plaques you actually get. So you get the silver one, that's for 100,000. You get the gold one, which is larger, for 1 million. Then for 10 million, you get this little plaque here, which actually has a Swarovski crystal embedded in it. That's quite nice. And yeah, and there we go. So I kept it in the packaging only because, like I said, I'm thinking about what to do with it and where to locate it, and I might form part of it. So yeah, so basically this is presented to Mad About Skin. You can actually choose what name you want on here. So before they send you it, they email you saying, do you want your actual name or do you want the channel name? I chose the channel name. And for passing 100,000 subscribers. And yeah, then you've got your plaque, and it's quite weighty. It's actually quite heavy. It's quite weighty. So I'm keeping it in here until I decide what to do. But yeah, honestly, it's like dreams come true when that came through. Again, I just want to thank everybody because I wouldn't have had that if it wasn't for you guys. So it is like dreams come true. Yeah. And we're on the way to the 1 million one. If you're not subscribed, why not help us on that way? Yeah, we're on the way to 1 million, which I'm anticipating will take a little more time, but it's lovely in gold. So yeah. Anyway, so there you got the unboxing, the real. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm sorry, I did say last week that I would show that this week. So let's see. Hilpree said, I hope Rob's tea kettle didn't break. Don't worry. No. Oh, Hilpree, no. We have a spare. Do not panic. Kirsten says, hi, Rob. Managed to make it in time tonight. Hope you're well. Thank you, Kirsten. I didn't make it in time tonight. I apologise for that once again. I am useless. But I'm sending you lots of love. And thank you for at least you being on time, even if I couldn't be. See, Jan said, Sierra, I think I can do it from a computer. Yeah, I think if you want to at someone, to send someone a note, you have to do it from a computer, I think. I might be wrong with that. Preppy Boss, great to see you. Thanks for joining. Tammy, great to see you too. Trine says, hi Rob, hi everyone. Hello, my love, says happy Saturday. Following all your recommendations, but I'm in doubt. Should I use Numbuzin 5 and vitamin C, or just one or the other? Great question. You can use both, or you can use one or the other. So the Numbuzin 5 has around a 7% concentration of vitamin C, 3 different vitamin Cs. So that's enough for most people. Some people like a higher dose of vitamin C. So you can honestly use it with another vitamin C or use it on its own. It's up to you. I would say start using it on its own, see if you're getting the results you want, and if you're not, add your vitamin C after. That way, you're cutting down on the number of products and saving a little money. Marla says, best eye cream for 51-year-old, dark circles, wrinkles. Get the Sunoxin 2 by Indeed Labs for the wrinkles. It is by far and away the best. Absolutely love that product. For dark circles, what would I recommend for dark? Sometimes I think just a caffeine solution. I like the one by Q&A Skin, the Q&A caffeine. There's also, if you want like a real quick fix, what I will link is Naturium do a vitamin bright illuminating eye cream, which does instant color correction, but also has vitamin K in, which actually works really, really well for dark circles. So what I'll do is, I'll just leave a link here in case you want a quick link for it. It is really good. And because it gives instant color correction, you will get some instant results from it. I love it, love it, love it. Sweet Tea said, hello, sending you lots and lots of love. Sweet Tea says, my sis was talking to me, but I said, oh my God, I'm interrupting you talking to your friends. I love her. Yes, we're all friends here, Sweet Tea. Tell your sister she can join, but she can't interrupt. Them's the rules. But sending lots of love to you and your sis. Hope all is amazing, amazing with you. Mun says, what do you think about home remedies for skincare? It's really popular in Asia, like using turmeric, gram flour, rice flour. I believe it works. What do you think? Well, we went through a whole stage online with every content creator going, when someone would use a home remedy, go, oh, the gasped, shocked face. Oh, it's horrendous. You know what? Most home remedies have been around for centuries because they work. And they do. Yeah, you have to do them right. So, like, rubbing a lemon on your skin to cure acne probably actually is going to do more harm than good. Using turmeric actually is a proven skincare corrector. Turmeric is actually a really effective ingredient. So, I'd say if you're going to do a home remedy, do a little research. Like you would anything, do a little research. The quantities to use, how often to use it, those are the key things. Don't rub a lemon on your skin, that won't work. But using a turmeric paste made into a paste can be really effective. One of my favourite things is tea bags. Popping those on the eyes can be really, really effective because of the caffeine in them. So yeah, home remedies are fine. Don't let people scare you into doing it. Just make sure you're educating yourself before you do them. Instead of just using turmeric because you've seen people use it, actually research it and say what concentration, how much, how often. Educate yourself around it. But yeah, home remedies, they're cheap, they're effective. There's a reason they've been around centuries. So yeah, I'm not against them at all. Livia, great to see you, my love. Sending you lots and lots of love. Sierra says, Rob, I've been around since you had under 40,000 subs. Oh, thank you. Let's play the game then. Let's kick that. As we've talked about the plaque, can you remember roughly how many subscriber part you joined? Let me know. Drop the number. I would love, 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 love to hear. So Marley says, hi Rob, when will the peptide serum be here? What packaging will it have? Ella's pump or dropper? So the peptide serum is happening as we speak. I don't know an exact date, and what I don't want to do is give an exact date, because then if we can't meet it, everyone gets disappointed. So I'm deliberately not giving an exact date. The rebrand, so all the products are being rebranded in beautiful packaging, higher quality packaging, because I want the quality of the packaging to really match the quality of the formulations. Because when we spoke to the branding team that are doing the full rebranding of everything, they were like, honestly, like, you've got A-star formulations where so much thought's gone into it, beautiful products, getting great results, but I'd probably give like the packaging a C+. I was like, okay, I think that's probably fair. So like what we need to do is nail down the branding. We need to change the packaging to bring in that quality. So you've got an A+ formulation, you've got an A+ packaging for an overall A+ brand. That's kind of okay. So the whole rebranding's happening now. We've signed off the final look of stuff. We've just got a few tweaks to do, and then we can go into manufacture. That's going to be next year. The peptide serum is going to come in a small batch first, just because it's kind of ready and we might as well. So it's going to be a small batch launch, and then it's going to come with the new packaging to follow. So I imagine hopefully later this year. I'm hopefully it's going to have 2023 as a launch rather than 2024. Let's put it that way. I love butter. I can't eat butter. I love that name. I can't eat butter. And I love margarine. Doesn't sound the same. It says, hey, can you share what you think about hypochlorous acid as a product and ingredient? The pros, cons, some products. So I don't actually know. I actually don't know any products that have it in because it's not an ingredient I use. It can be really good for acne, but there are some real like contraindications. You need to make sure you use it right. Dr. Lee did a great video on this. Love their channel. Would fully recommend it. I'll try and find it and I'll link it in the main comment section for you. They, I think, covered it far better than I could because they actually had experience with it and the products, if that makes sense. Gabriella says, hello, I'm back in Texas and glad to catch up with the live streams. Hope everyone is okay. We are, my love. Welcome back home and hope all is amazing with you. So Sierra says, oh yeah, I need a peptide serum. The Cosrx hyaluronic acid in it. Yeah, there's a lot of peptides do work really well with hyaluronic acid. Genuinely works really well. I think people just brands put too much hyaluronic acid in it. It becomes too much. Scott says, Rob, what are your impressions on the Propolis as an ingredient? I love it. It works really well for me. It doesn't work for everyone. It's one of those things that it had its moment. I actually really like it. I think it's very calming. It's very hydrating. I like to see it I like to see it inside a formulation. I don't just want it to be like Propolis. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be the ingredient. It should be part of a wider, in my opinion. I really love it. There are some good ones in Korean skincare in particular. Thing to note about Propolis, not vegan. If you're living a plant-based lifestyle, obviously Propolis, not part of that, which is fine. Lots of people aren't and are happy to use it. I always call that out in case some people are wondering. I like it. I think it's good as an addition to your skincare routine. I think that whole phase we went through with Propolis where it was the only thing people were using, I think it's a bit overblown. That was my fair assessment, Scott. What do you think of Propolis? I'm loving that Dragon Mask by Skin1004 too. Absolutely loving it. Just going to put that out there. Nikita says, hi from India. Sending you lots and lots of love. John, great to see you, my love. Says, have you tried the Dermatica vitamin C serum? No, but you know what? As a side note, Dermatica reached out to me on email and said, I know you don't do sponsorships on the channel, but would you consider doing a trial of our product and sharing your honest experiences and thoughts? Because you haven't had any luck with Tret. We think our Tret could really work for you. Would you be open to us doing it? I was like, no. But I will definitely try. I could try it in the new year. I want to get this year out of the way first. Because we're doing lots of photography, that some of them which I'm in, some of them which I'm not, for the rebrand, and I'm like, I can't have like Tret, Peel, Purge, no. So next year I was like, look, I will give it a try. In an unsponsored way, and then obviously I'll feedback my thoughts. I haven't tried the Dermatica vitamin C, but I do plan on trying it as part of that, John. Have you tried it? What would you say? So Elvis says, oh, wow, I was just watching your videos. Awesome seeing you. Oh, thank you. And welcome. And Sweet Tea says, hi, Amy. Hi, Jan. Oh, no, it's slow mode on today. Okay, Sweet Tea. So this, I'll be honest with you. I had a brainwave. We had a few spammers last week. Not in a horrible way, but there was like constant same question. One after the other, same question. It got a bit much. So I put this slow mode on, which means you can leave a comment every 60 seconds, which just means people can chat, but they can't spam. So I said to Tom was like, before the live, was like, Rob, slow mode's on. I was like, yeah. He was like, well, that's great for stopping some of the spammers, but a lot of people like to, respond and chat. Maybe that's going to limit that. I was like, yeah, you're right. Maybe we should take it off. Could I find out how to take it off? Absolutely not. So it'll be gone next live stream, but could I work out how to take it off now? So it does mean like you have to wait 60 seconds between messages, which I think will be okay for most, but I do apologize for that. It was me trying to be proactive and actually making it worse. Dylan, great to see you, my love. Great to see you. Sarah says, I'm making cards while hanging out with you today. Does anyone else craft and watch? I love a craft and watch moment. I once tried making my own cards. I don't think I'm creative enough. I think a disaster would, like my Merry Christmas cards would have delivered no merriment to anyone. They looked a travesty. But I do love, I tend to watch live streams when I'm cleaning. Cleaning's my thing. I'll have it on and I'll be cleaning around it. That's how I tend to watch live streams. But what cards are you making? What type of cards? Let's see where we are. Sarah says, "Oh, you're going to Barbados," which is one of my favourite Venga Boys song. They changed it to Ibiza in the song, but the original, and I can't name the band that did the original. I'm going to Barbados. Actually going on a cruise, flying to Barbados, doing 2 days there, catching a cruise and doing the Caribbean, which is going to be really, really good. Doing it with my mum and dad, my brother. It's going to be a nice little family holiday. It's going to be great. And we all get on, which is quite nice. Sometimes family holidays are like, oh, really? We all get on, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Sweet Tea says a lot of people are suffering from runny noses at the moment. Yeah, there's a lot of allergy around at the moment. I'm getting it as well. I totally see. I see what you're. Jan said, "Are you going to buy any skincare advent calendars?" So Jan, I'm going to be honest, no, because lots of brands have sent me their skincare advent calendars, which is so kind of them. So I feel like I got a lot of skincare advent calendars going on. So I've got the Space NK one, I've got the Liberty London one, and which by the way is beautiful. Don't look at the price. Just don't look at the price online. You don't need to know the price. Just enjoy the beauty of it. Don't look at the price. And the Stylevana one. Stylevana one is always the one I get most use out of because every single product in that I use. So I like the Stylevana one for that. The Liberty one just because my favourite thing when I was a ridiculously impoverished student in London, I would go into Liberty every single year and just spend, like, it's a beautiful department store, and I would spend like 3 hours in there just absorbing like loveliness, and I'd probably end up buying a bauble for about, like an ornament for about £6, and that was my whole spend, but I'd be fully immersed in the whole thing. And so it's got that nostalgic thing of like being able to go in and enjoy. So their advent calendar has a special place in my heart. I am going to buy myself a tea advent calendar though, because I think that would be quite cool. So I'm going to buy a tea advent calendar. I can't do real chocolate. I never have been able to, so it's fine. So, and I don't want to be shady because I think brands try, but I don't think fake, like, dairy-free chocolate is very good. I just don't care for it. There's a couple of brands that do it quite well, to be fair, but a lot of it is a bit like, no. So, or I don't like it, should I say. So I think I'm going to stay away from chocolate advent calendars and get the tea one instead. I see. Oh, where we are. So, I love it. I love your chats between you. They always make me laugh. Sierra says, a rebrand. Cool. Can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. I honestly cannot wait to see it. I've seen the visuals of it. We talked about it. It's been a labor of love, but I haven't actually seen the product. So we're hopefully getting the like demos of them all through at some point. So excited. It's been a long road and I cannot wait. That's why some of the products are out of stock, by the way. Like, there is some, because what I want to do is run down the old stock, so when the new stock arrives, it could just launch all in one. I'm trying to, like, we're doing a remanufacture of the serum because that's out of stock and stuff like that. So we are trying, but if anyone wonders why certain things might be out of stock, it's kind of all part of that. Debbie C says, I've been using the Biosense copper peptides and I'm not seeing results, and I'm on my second bottle. That's a shame. I want to test out other peptides as well. Any suggestions? Looking for help with fine lines. So I don't know what the Biosense one actually costs, but I think it's somewhere in the region of the price of the Neod copper amino isolate serum. I think the copper amino isolate serum by Neod is streets ahead of the Biosense one, and they're a similar price. So I would swap out for Neod. I think you'll get better results, and I don't think you'll have to pay much more. I don't want to, let me just find a link to it so I can actually link it for you, because I don't want to lie to you and say it's the same price when it's not. Let me just find, it is by far and away my favorite. Let me just link that. Let's see. This is the Neod copper peptides. That's what I would recommend, and I think they're roughly the same price. John says, I use a serum at the end of my routine before sunscreen. Thank you, John. We love you. Sweet Tea says, Rob, you look scrumptious in dark colours. I feel like I look really macabre. I look really like dowdy and macabre. I want, if I had like an orange scarf or something I could fling around, bring a bit of autumn to it, a bit of fall. I think that would help. This is a very comfy jumper. I don't know if you can see with the texture. It's like quilted toilet paper. You know, you get the quilted toilet paper, and normally you buy like the standard stuff, and then you go to some restaurant or you go to someone's house and they've got like the bougie like toilet paper, and you blow your nose on their bougie quilted toilet paper and you're like, nice. That's what this is. I'm wearing toilet paper. Marion, great to see you, my love. Great to see you. Marion says, how much copper is too much? All my products have it. Buffet, cosmetics. As long as it's not creating irritation, don't worry about it. I think the only way you can overdo copper peptides is use too much and it can irritate the skin. So as long as none of the products are creating irritation, Marion, I think you are absolutely fine, my love. Amy says Roblox scrumptious in all colours. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. I'm trying to work out with I need to work out whether I can buy some new clothes for like the for filming and for like bright colours and things like that. So I need to buy some like autumny clothes, I think, for filming. I wondered, I was filling in my tax return as this like most boring moment of my life, filling in my tax return. It was like line that you can like uniform costs. I'm like, if I buy a t-shirt specifically to film, is that a uniform? I didn't put it down there because I didn't want to get told off and I didn't think it was. But I genuinely, in my mind, I was like, is it a uniform if I only wear it for filming? I don't know. I didn't put it down, so it's fine. I Love Butter says, what do you apply when you have a pimple? Before it forms, when it's formed, and after you pop it? First of all, try not to pop it, but it's easier said than done, but try not to pop it. Hydrocolloid patches are fine. I tend to just let my pimples do their thing. I've tried everything. I've tried benzoyl peroxide, I've tried succinic acid, I've tried hydrocolloid dressings, I've tried this. I just think genuinely just let them do their thing. Use your normal skincare, let it heal in its own time. I think sometimes, coming from someone who gets a lot of zits, sometimes the less you do with them, the easier it is to heal. Does that make sense? I always make sure I have a good azelaic acid and tranexamic acid in my routine so that when they do heal, they don't leave behind the dark mark. So less hyperpigmentation. That's how I see it. Sweet Tea said we need a scary face mask review Halloween. Oh, should we bring back Face Mask Fridays? For those of you that are around with the channel right from the start, we used to do this thing called Face Mask Fridays. It was tragic. It was so tragic. I think those videos are still up somewhere. It was so tragic. I'd sit there on the couch behind and put a face mask on and answer some pre-submitted questions. Early in the... I'll let you into a little skincare secret because, you know, why not? Early on in the journey, when I had like 200 subscribers or something, I'd ask people like, what are your questions, skincare questions? And I'd sit there with a face mask on and answer them. It's terrifying. I will let you into a secret that very early on, people didn't ask many questions. Maybe I'd like get 3 questions and I need like 10 to really make it work and I make up the rest of them. I'm sure a lot of content creators do that, you know, and there was like, oh, I always get asked. I think, do you really? But anyway, yeah, back in the early days, we just had to make them up. Or I'd ask my gran. She didn't care. She'd asked a few questions, though. It's all good. That was Face Mask Friday. Should we bring it back for Halloween? Should we bring it back as a one-off for Halloween? I don't know. Let me know. Slap a face mask on. We'll do it live, so at least you guys can actually ask the questions live, and I don't have to get my gran to fake it till I make it. Thoughts? Kelly says, what do you think about the hype with growth factors? Is it worth it? Pros and cons. If you go on the Inky Decoder website, there's a great article on there about the pros and cons of growth factors. Some people love them. Some people hate them. I think they're overblown. I don't think they're as amazing, is my view. But I would recommend just type in type in Inky Decoder growth factors, and it'll bring up some really good study that you can read. I find it so useful. Rogue says, my skin is relatively clear, but whenever I apply retinoid, different CeraVe, retinol, A-game, I purge in pustules for a week afterwards. That's normal. Unfortunately, a lot of retinoids do purge, and some people are just more prone to purging than others. That's normal. You need to leave it about a month to 6 weeks, and the purge will stop. You have to fight through the purge, and some people get really terrified of purging and see it as a really bad thing. However, I would say you are going to get those zits anyway. All purging is zits that were already forming under the skin kind of coming to the surface. So see it as like getting it all done in one. Get rid of those zits and then onwards and upwards. That's how I would approach a purge. 4 weeks is about average, so fight through it and keep doing it. That would be my recommendation. John says, I've learned so much from Rob. Thank you, John. We love you. Zoe says, Rob, looking very dapper. Thanks. Funereal Black is clear my collar. Says, can't wait to watch full video replay squad early tomorrow before my run. Well, let me tell you, if you're watching this whilst you're pounding those pavements on Sunday morning, Zoe, keep going. You've got this. There you go. All the motivation you need. Sierra says, small channel vibes. I love a small channel vibe. I do. Colleen says, hi, Rob. I wanted to let you know I love the purple shirt you wore in a recent video. Great colour on you. Thank you. Thank you. I can't remember which purple shirt that was. Oh, yeah, I know the one. Yeah, I know the one. Thank you. That was a Primark special. That was a whole £4 back in the day. Great, I've got so much use out of that shirt. Zanak says, hi from Nigeria. Sending lots and lots of love to Nigeria. Says, I just got the numbers in #1 Pure Full Calming Water Sunscreen. My only issue with that sunscreen is a ridiculously long name. I love everything else about it. It says, I wanted to ask you if you only have to reapply it every 10 hours, as they claim. True. This is true. I would probably... So sunscreen testing, how sunscreen testing works, and they put theirs through testing and released it. I did the same with my sunscreen. So I'll get my sunscreen and use it as an example, right? So this is the Mad About Skin sunscreen, SPF 50 plus. This only needs to be reapplied every 6 hours. We say 6 hours. 6, 8, 10. Some brands go different things. And the way that we can say that is this actually starts with a higher SPF value than SPF 50. So I can't remember without looking at the study actually. It started with something like, say 70. It starts at 70, and over time, the filters within a product degrade over time when they're applied to the skin. Traditional old style filters degrade really quickly. The modern ones degrade a lot slower. So what we can say is 6 hours, you apply this, 6 hours later, we retested it, and that came out as SPF 50, it was like 56 or something, which is how we could end up putting the 50 on there. So it starts with a higher amount, degrades over time, and at that 6 hour point, that's the number you put on the bottle. And none buzzing have done that. Now ours uses a mixture of it's primarily newer generation filters. It's got one older style filter for the UVA protection. So that's why 6 hours is probably, I would say, reapply every 6 hours. The non-buzzing one uses entirely newer generation filters, which I think are good in some ways, but have a less potent UVA protection, which kind of is the offset. And that's every 10 hours. So yeah, you can. I know it's hard to trust it because people keep telling you reapply every 2 hours. That's an American thing, and the reason for that, that's not me slagging off the US, absolutely love the US, that's just saying the regulators in the US, the FDA when it comes to sunscreens, are a little bit behind the times, and they admit it themselves. Well, no, most organizations in America admit it, they just don't seem to want to do anything about it. And so they only authorize old style filters, which degrade really quickly. So if you're using a US manufactured sunscreen, reapply every 2 hours, absolutely. If you're using a Korean, European, or an Australasian sunscreen, chances are you can probably leave it a longer between applications. Read what it says on the bottle and trust it. You definitely can trust Unbuzzing because they release their data, so 100% can trust it. Suzanne, great to see you. Fashionably late, you are my love, but fashionably late is phenomenal for you, my love, and sending lots of love to you and Jan. Lots and lots of love. Sarah says, I bought a Christmas tree today. Couldn't help myself. It's pink. Oh my god, we need to see this. This sounds amazing. And there's nothing wrong with starting your Christmas vibes. It's nearly October, my love. I fully support that. Pillow Talk says, how about skincare that's safe for pregnancy? I would always say to people, I was just slagging people off for saying, content creators saying, I'm always asked this question. I do actually get this question a lot. If you're pregnant, or breastfeeding, because that does also count, the standard thing, salicylic acid and retinoids you should be using. I would speak to your professional, be it your midwife, your doctor, your antenatal specialist, whatever. Speak to your specialist that's monitoring and managing your pregnancy to get advice from them. They know you firsthand. They know things. I would always think, pregnancy is something you don't really want to mess it up, do you? So you need to make sure you're asking the right questions. The general rules of thumb are stay away from salicylic acid and retinoids, and everything else is generally okay. But I would always say speak to the professional. Just get it. Just for your peace of mind. Jan said, I really miss wearing jumpers and hoodies. Planning to come home for Christmas. Yes, Jan, the UK cannot wait for you to come back, my love. We cannot wait. Suzanne says we had a super long day out. Preparation for Jan's birthday on Monday. Happy birthday, Jan, for Monday. We're sending you all the love in the world from the Mad About Skin family. A big happy birthday. Dylan said, got your retinol arriving sometime next week. Just got the notification. Yay. I remember writing the note. I do actually remember writing the note. So, I hope you enjoy it, and I can't wait to hear. Nancy said, good morning, everyone. Is there one or two Mad About Skin products that target wrinkles, acne scars, and hyperpigmentation altogether? Yes, the serum. Unfortunately, out of stock for the next 3 weeks. It's coming back. The serum is the number one. The exfoliating gel also is designed for those. So those two used together will be the best. Unfortunately, both are out of stock. However, the serum is coming back imminently. The exfoliating gel is going to be coming back in stock. It's just going to be a little bit further down the line. But those are the two that I would recommend. Though all of the products are designed to support with minimizing wrinkles, supporting with eradication of hyperpigmentation. They're all super gentle, but they also have a purpose to each one. So, for example, the moisturizer absolutely will help calm and soothe to minimize hyperpigmentation production. The sunscreen is designed to be truly broad spectrum to fight against future wrinkles and hyperpigmentation. So it's all with that in mind. Danny, we have missed you so much. Where have you been? Working weekends for the last 2 months. So first of all, Danny, I need the number of your employer. I'm going to ring them and say, how dare you? How dare you keep Danny from us? Hopefully work's going well, my love. Hopefully you're amazing. And yeah, good to have you back, my love. Good to have you back. See, I've done that thing where I've lost where I am in the chat again. How do I always do this? There we are. Now, we have been talking for an hour. Well, give or take the 6 minutes I was late. But I'm going to keep going because I've got lots of questions to get through. So you can keep those questions coming, guys. And I'm just going to take a sip of my tea. So good. I think I've got most of that around my mouth, so I apologise for that. That is a very good tea. So, let's see. We're going to keep going until we get through more of the questions. So all I ask for is, if you haven't already, let's see everyone minimise that chat, hop over to the like button, give it a gentle caress, then when you come back to the chat, it takes you back to where you were so you don't miss out on anything. Let's see if we can get up to, 100 plus likes by the end of this. It would mean the world to me, so thank you. Danny says, can't wait for this project to be over so I can have my weekends back. We can't wait to have you back, Danny. We cannot wait. Braharth, I hope I pronounced that right. I'm sorry if I haven't. Said, I am a big fan, buddy. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's so kind of you. Sending you lots and lots of love. And yes, Sweet Tea said, yes. Oh my God, Danny, Jan, Suzanne, Jan, look, all the family here today. We've got the full house, and that is amazing. Suzanne says, I need to bake up a storm. We're going out to lunch with family for lunch. My young man looks half his age. Get baking, Suzanne. Get baking and send some my way, please. Send some here. Sierra says, thanks for answering my question. A pleasure. I actually love answering questions, so it's all good. Braharth, again, I think I butchered that name, says, I started the Ordinary products after your videos. Oh, which ones? Which did you use? And actually, I can see a follow-on question said, which one is better for deep hyperpigmentation? I think from the Ordinary, their ascorbic acid 8% plus alpha-arbutin 2% is a real game changer. It might be a lower dose vitamin C than you maybe are used to, but it's fresh, doesn't come oxidized, which I love, and that alpha-arbutin is really like dialing it up. So I would say if there were two products I would get from the Ordinary for hyperpigmentation, I would get their ascorbic acid 8% plus alpha-arbutin, and I would get their pink serum, their calming serum. That's because hyperpigmentation, you need to fight it from two angles. Eradicate the hyperpigmentation you already have and prevent the excess pigment production in the first place. The calming serum will reduce inflammation to prevent, and the ascorbic acid and alpha-arbutin will fight it. That would be my recommendation. Jason says, do you recommend hydroquinone? Think about adding it to my routine for dark spots. Okay, so I've got a bit of hydroquinone story here. So I went to my dermatologist for once a year, go to the old derm, have a mole checkup. Had a few moles and lesions removed from my arm that were not good. Let's just put them that way. Not good. So I had to have them taken off. That's from years of not wearing sunscreen, by the way. Wore sunscreen religiously up to like 16 when my mum forced it on me. And then after 16, I thought, liberation, don't need to bother. Burnt so many times on holiday. And then only really got back into sunscreen late 20s. Trust me, it's never too late to get into sunscreen, but just learn from my mistakes. If you're not applying your sunscreen, just do it. Even if it's not for aging, it's because having things cut out of you, it's not a pleasant experience. It's not great. So I have always been like super careful, having everything checked over, just be careful. And I will when I go to Barbados. Have I mentioned going to Barbados? Don't know. I mentioned that. When I go there, I actually wear UV tops. So they have some really trendy ones now, and I mean, I just said trendy. I don't think anyone who is trendy says trendy, but anyway. So they actually have some really, really nice ones now, particularly for guys. I think the range for women is still could do with updating a little bit. But guys, there's some really nice UV tops out there. I think it means I don't have to slather sunscreen all over, get someone to do your back and all that rubbish. Just put a UV protective top over. And it just means that I'm covered. Also, it gives you a bit of confidence. I mean, I've been working the gym hard in the preparation for this holiday to lose the weight for them to put back on over the holiday. And so I'm feeling fairly confident. But you know what? Approaching 40, I don't think the world, I don't think it would enhance anyone's holiday for me to be having it all hanging out. So I bought one of these UV tops, and I think I bought like 3 different ones, and they're really nice. So I tend to cover that. Long story short, to get to the hydroquinone question, go to a derm to have things checked over. And everything was good this time, which is great. I did just mention that I had a couple of sunspots here. That were, again, from not using sunscreen. And she said, look, you can try hydroquinone. It's, like, has some challenges and stuff like that. Do you want to give it a go? And I said, you know what, I do. Let's give it a go. What do you do? Basically, you just use it for 2 months and then stop. You can't use it constant. And she's given me a full like regime of how to use it and stuff like that. And just use it on those targeted areas. I've done it, and they've gone, and it's great. And I'm going to continue using it for the 2 months and then stop. There are a lot of issues with hydroquinone, which is why it's been moved to prescription strength across the world for good reason. So I would say to everyone, do it. If you're going to try it, do it in consultation with a professional that can give you all the advice you need and kind of make it work. I got great results. However, I did get a lot of irritation. So there is always that. I got quite a bit of irritation. So yeah, and I'm glad I did it in consultation with a dermatologist, and I will be sticking rigidly to that 2 months. I made a note in my calendar when I started, I know when I'm stopping, and all of that. So yes, it works, but I think don't try and get it on the black market, because you can Google buy hydroquinone online and you can get it shipped from somewhere. You don't know what you're getting, you don't know the quality, and you're not getting the consultation that goes with it. So I'd say yes to hydroquinone, but do it with a professional. Caroline, great to see you, my love. Marianne said, I got to get some collagen products. I'm so glad you did that episode. I need some plumping under my eyes. I think collagen is great. As long as you set your expectations, collagen is great for immediate boost to plumpness, volume, elasticity. Long term, you need to use other things to naturally boost collagen, but I love it. John says the Bubble Daydream is great. It is. I wish Bubble was easier to get here in the UK. You can get it now, though. I Love Butter says, what do you say works for acne? Ascorbic acid from The Ordinary. No, it's there. Ascorbyl tetroisopalmitate. Let me put a link for you. Because it is impossible to spell, and I've got to find it. Let's see. Can I actually find it? Oh, there we are. Found it. We're all good. This is a real hidden gem. So let me just put this here. The Ordinary derivative. Try that. It's really good. I think it works. It works for my acne all the time. So Amy says the plaque reveal. Oh my gosh, am I that far behind in the comments? Amy, I know, long time coming. Suzanne said, yeah, fat joke's funny and it can't be helped. Plaque time. I love you, Suzanne. You never fail to make me smile. Mun said, you're the really sweetest person ever. Oh, I'm sure there are nicer people in the world. But thank you. That's very kind of you. Maya says, a good alternative to the Paula's Choice BHA. Oh my gosh, yes. If anyone's using the Paula's Choice salicylic acid, get the Face Theory Saliatica. It is so good. Let me tell you. I'm going to find a link. I'm trying to do this more because I realise I talk fast and have an accent and no one can understand me. The Face Theory Saliatica Toner is cheaper than Paula's Choice. It's gentler and you get better results. Why wouldn't you want that? So let's see. Face Theory Toner. So yeah, I'm just leaving links as we go along, just in case anyone does actually want to, like, it'll just make it easier for you guys than me trying to help everyone spell it. Danny says, Rob, just want to tell you, my friend Cynthia bought and gifted me the retinol oil. I opened it last week. Please forgive for the absence. I hope at the end of October, project will be done. Danny, always forgiven. How can I not forgive you, Danny? Of course. And oh, that is such a kind gift. And I'm so glad that you got the retinol oil, and let me know, give it a few weeks and let me know what you think of it. So thank you. Tom says, has anyone else been using the Ordinary Peptide Eye Serum? I've been trying it for a week or so, along with my Mary and May eye cream, and I'm really liking it. It's a third of the cost of the Neod one. Yeah, me and Tom had a long discussion about this. I actually really like the Ordinary Peptide Eye Serum. I think it's a great dupe for some expensive eye serums, and I think it works. It's a nice lightweight texture, which I love. It's not the caffeine one, it's the peptide one. Again, do you want a link? I don't want to spam people with links, but it might... let's see if I can find it. Let's see if I can actually find it. I have it here somewhere. Multipeptide eye serum. That's the one. Let me leave. I've got a cat hair. If you think I'm itching my nose, I've got a cat hair here. The Ordinary Peptide Eye. There we are. Done. It is really good. I love it. Oh, it is now coming to November, where the Ordinary own Neod always have their sale. This year, just to let everyone know, this year we're going to do our charity drive. As always, every year in November we do a charity drive where Decium, owners of the Ordinary, give usually I've heard it's going up this year, it might be 25% off all their products, and it goes mad. Everyone stocks up for the year, myself included. And so what we started doing was I filmed a video at the start of November that says like what are my current favorite products from The Ordinary, and then a separate video for my favorite products from Neod. I'm really looking forward to talking about Neod actually, because I haven't mentioned them for ages and I still love a lot of their products. I'm looking forward to actually filming that. And then there's loads of links in the description of that video, and those links are affiliate links. So what they do is every time you buy something using an affiliate link, the channel gets a percentage commission. Depends brand from brand, it's different percentage, but the channel gets a percentage of that commission for referring you in effect, but you don't pay any more. So your £10 serum is still £10, but the channel might get £1 as our commission cut. That's how it works. So every year in November we do a charity drive where we collect all of the commission, which is all documented online. Collect all the commission and we donate it to a charity. So that way you can shop The Ordinary and Neod, get a saving 25% off all of their products. So you're saving, you're not paying any more, we're getting commission, which is then going to charity. So for every time you buy a skincare item, you're donating to charity. And it's actually, usually the commission is actually quite good. So like you spend £100 on skincare and it's like £15 goes to charity. It's actually quite good. It works and you don't pay for that. It's great. So every year we do this charity drive, just our way of giving back, and it always goes really, really well. So we're going to do the same thing this year. We always like, I'm an hour about the charities and which ones to go for. And this year, I want to do it for a charity, and this is what I'd love your idea on, so please let me know in the comments. So I want to do a charity supporting people with albinism in Africa. So there are a number, particularly like Tanzania and areas around there are a good number of people that suffer with albinism, albinos that have no pigmentation in the skin. Obviously that's has a lot of challenges living somewhere like the UK where it's cool. Obviously in Africa it's a whole different situation, and there's also a lot of stigma that goes around that. So it's not just the medical challenges of, you know, actually maintaining healthy skin and eyes, and but also the stigma that comes around it, which unfortunately is still very prevalent. Ultraist, which is my favourite sunscreen brands, partner with charities that support this year round, which I think is amazing. And I'd also like to throw in my part of that. So who knows, we might even be able to break our record, raise like £10,000, a dollar equivalent. That's like £13,000 that we can give to that charity. I'd love to be able to do that, and you guys always support that. So let me know what you think of the charity, what you think of the idea. Yeah, obviously you buy your skincare whenever, but if it's bought in November, that's what happens. I'm always so grateful because it just feels good that we can give back and, you know, shop at the same time. Like, what's not to love? So that will be coming in November, and yeah, so let me know what you think of the charity. I'd love to know. Jan says, holy skincare, look at that plaque. Congrats, Rob. Thank you, Jan. Thank you. Shandy, and happy birthday for Monday, my love. Shandy says, hi from India. Love your content. Thank you. Would it still be an effective routine if I use retinol and azelaic acid on alternate nights? Yes, absolutely. You can use them together. You don't need to use them alternate nights, but if you want to use them on alternate nights, absolutely still effective. Just remember, any ingredient that you apply to your skin is going to be effective. If you apply it nightly, yeah, you're going to get enhanced and quicker results. If you apply it twice a week, you're still going to get results. It just might take longer to see them. Hopefully that makes sense. And sending lots of love. Annika, great to see you, my love, says, wish you a lovely weekend. Got home trying to rescue a cat, saw sitting high in a tree. What an adventure. It does. It sounds like you were cat rescuer of the year, my love. And I'm sending you and your family so much love. So look, Amy says, woo, pretty. I think we need a plaque Macarena dance. I love you, Amy. I literally adore you. Emily, great to see you, my love. So to hear. Sarah says it's so pretty. Thank you. And Suzanne says, congratulations. So happy for you. Thank you, guys. You guys are amazing. The Beauty Arsenal said, Trish here in Malaysia, sending lots of love. Any tips for reducing the appearance of ice pick scarring in the long term? Yeah, first of all, long term is key. You're going to have to work on it. There's no quick wins. Boosting collagen using retinoids and using vitamin C is great. Using exfoliators to thin the skin slightly, or to just exfoliate, so increase cell turnover will also really help. And you can also use some in-office treatments if they're available to you, like laser, chemical peels. They will help as well. But I think get a good collagen boosting routine going, and over time it will help, I promise you. Pooja, sending lots of love to India. Let's see, Xanax says congratulations. Thank you so much. So international language says good evening, Rob. First of all, it always makes me happy to read out your names. Good evening, Rob, glad to have tuned in just in time to hear great subscriber news. Thank you, and sending you lots and lots of love. Happy weekend. I see. John Sheffy says, "Have you tried Dermatica Vitamin C? I think it's £15." Oh, sorry, I've answered that. Sorry, John. Yeah, I'm planning on trying it. But it'll be New Year now. Krista says, "Didn't you promise to dance the macaroni?" I did. Okay, I do need to do that. I need to pluck up the courage to just do that. Deal? I will. I promise you. I won't let you guys down. I promise. Danny says, "Thank you. Got 5 more minutes before I go back to work." Happy work, Danny. Get through it. We've got you, my love. We've got you. So let's see. Jan said, joined around 20k, I think. Yeah, I think that's probably about right, Jan. I think that's probably about right. Marion says, "Oh my god, a lemon on the face. That's what Google said to do for removing freckles." Yes. Don't do it. Don't do it. Scott said, "I was in the low 50,000s. I remember our first chat, Scott, actually. And I've always been on live streams, which I really, really appreciate. Tom said, "I started watching around 300 subscribers. Danny was also around that." Yeah, I think Danny and Tom, you arrived at around the same time, and it was about the 300, I think, for sure. Shania says, "I'm a new sub myself, only been around for 2 or 3 months. Glad I found your channel." Thank you, and sending you lots and lots of love. We love new subscribers, new and old. We love you all. I see. Stacey said, "Love your videos and advice. Thank you. Hoping to try your products in the future. Got the Q&A azelaic acid. Love it. Isn't it good? Isn't it so good? Q&A Skin. First of all, thank you for the love for my brand, but Q&A Skin are amazing. Love them." Jalicia says, "So excited for the new packaging. I can't wait to show it you guys. Don't worry, you'll be the first to see it, I promise." Well, Tom will be the first to see it because he has already seen it. But then you guys will also be the first to see it after that. Marion says, "Black and gold packaging will be super classy." There is an element of gold foliage in there. I'm just going to put it out there. I can't spoil any more, but there is an element of gold there. So, let's see. There will be the gold, I promise you. Stacey says, "By the way, your skin is amazing. How old are you?" Never reveal. I'm late 30s, love. 30, coming into my 38th year here on planet Earth, which is shocking every time I say that. Yeah, I'm never ashamed of my. If anyone asks, I'm 28. Sticking to that. No, into my late 30s, and I always think, I see aging as a privilege. I don't mind anyone knowing my age at all. But yeah, coming to my 38th year on planet Earth, and it's come very quick, but in the best possible way. I wouldn't swap any of it for the world. Suzanne said, "Rob, what do you think about the controversy over the Revolution brand? I knew it was shady, but I always wanted to try the skincare dupes." So, Revolution Skincare, people have been stirring this pot for years. And don't worry, we love a bit of drama. So, fair. But content creators online have been stirring this pot for years, saying that Revolution Skincare basically just nicks other brands' ideas and does them themselves and makes it cheaper. Yes, and in a way, it's great for the consumer. We can get it cheaper. I don't think anybody really minds Revolution Skincare ripping off big brands. I think it's when they do it to smaller content creators. I think the challenge is what is a smaller brand, an indie brand, content creator brand? What is a small brand? At what point does that become a thing, And I think we've kind of, yeah. So I don't know. So when it comes to Revolution Skincare, they basically took CeraVe's products, created them, packaged them exactly the same as CeraVe, and launched them. Do I care about that? No, because they're cruelty-free, whereas CeraVe aren't, and they're cheaper. And I think CeraVe as a brand are scumbags for still testing on animals, pretending to be holier than thou, but still testing on animals so they can cash in that coin from the Chinese market. And Revolution Skincare came in and were like, we'll do it cheaper, same great formulations, and not, destroy a load of animals' lives in the process. So actually, I think I applaud them for that. I think that's good. When they rip off a smaller indie brand, I kind of don't think that's okay. And so I'm happy to own that I'm a hypocrite. I'll buy some of their products and avoid some of their others, but fundamentally, all that is going into their own pockets. So, yeah. I don't feel any sense of guilt buying the Revolution Skincare CeraVe dupes, because I think CeraVe deserve it. They could be better and should be better, and then I might change my mind. When they do it to smaller brands, I don't think that's okay. I don't know. Different. I'm genuinely on the fence, Suzanne, because I do like their price point and I do like their formulations, but I also do think it's slightly shady stealing smaller brands branding. And that might be a hypocrite because I don't have an issue with them doing it with big brands. So that's me just being honest with you guys. What do you guys think? Galician says, "I'm new to acids and bought the Geek Gorgeous Calm Down. Love that serum. I want to use it in the AM along with my peptides and vitamin C. What order?" Oh, good call. I would cleanse, use your vitamin C, use your Calm Down, and then use your peptides. The countdown's really great, and or actually, you could use, no, scrap that. Cleanse, calm down, vitamin C, then peptides. The reason I say that is the calm down will lower the pH of the skin slightly, which will then aid the vitamin C to work that a little bit better. Then finish with your peptides, which are really calming and soothing, and you're good to go. Marion says black is my favorite color. I actually quite like black. I like black with a pop of color, so like a little like a splash of orange or something. I love. So Sierra says, Rob, you have to start somewhere with the brand, and now you're at the next level, you can upgrade it. This is how I'm trying to see it. I'm trying to see it as like a journey, and it's a journey that you guys have been on, which is, yeah, amazing. Gabrielle said, do you find the Bubble Daydream Serum and the Skin1004 one to be dupes? Yeah, they're kind of not exactly the same, but you could use them interchangeably. I buy the Skin1004 one because it's easier to get them bubble, but yeah, you could use them interchangeably for sure. Basically Centella and all that, and also the beauty of Jose on vitamin C you mentioned, you can use with either of them, no problem at all. Scott says, I'm liking the Skin1004 pumpkin mask with Propolis. Really hydrating. It is, and they are selling loads this month. Since the whole pumpkin spice latte craze hit, apparently Skin1004 said that their sales of that have skyrocketed. But it's a good product, so I don't mind. Stacey says, I'm using the Dermatica Tretinoid, getting some serious discoloration. Oh, really? Sometimes this, yeah. Hopefully you can reconsult with them and kind of see what's going on. Emily says, have you tried the Costa Baja serums? They seem really affordable. I want to try them. I haven't yet. I've tried a couple. No, I have tried a couple and they've always been really good. They're very small. That's it. I have like a larger size. But yeah, they are good and the price point is divine. Suzanne says, your glow is so pretty. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't sleep much last night, so I definitely need a good night's sleep tonight. Reve, great to see you, Reve. Hope all is amazing with you. Getting ready to go wedding. Just stopping by. Have a great weekend. Happy wedding. Hopefully you have an amazing, amazing time. Do a little dance for me. Have a little champagne for me, Reve. We love you. Geraldine says, what would you recommend for 50-year-old with redness in the cheeks and a little sun damage? Loving your life. Thank you, and thank you for joining. I would personally get a good calming and soothing serum. My favourite is the Geek and Gorgeous Stressless. Do you want me to link that? Let me get that for you. This will be great because this will really minimize any redness and any irritation. It's so cheap as well. I love it. So I'll just leave that link there. That's the Geek and Gorgeous Stressless. That'll work so well for you. It'll hydrate, it'll plump, it'll minimize redness. It's so good. You could also buy their azelaic acid, the A-pad alongside it, and you can use them together to double down on the benefits you'll see. Fade that sun damage, minimize redness. Love it. Krista says, I joined about 40,000-ish. Thank you, my love. I remember one of our early conversations, which is all good. Seriously, they're making fall cards. Send out cards early. Sometimes they're Christmas themed, sometimes they're fall themed. That's amazing. I am someone that also sends out my cards early. I want to get ahead of things. Marley said, I joined about 50k subs, I think. Thank you so much. Again, yeah, so I have a good photographic memory. I remember the first conversations I had with so many people, and it makes me very happy. This has been like the best journey since starting. The best decision I ever made was starting this skincare channel, and it's been such an amazing journey that we've kind of all been on. It's, yeah, amazing. CT said, if I had the money, I'd get the Style Burner Advent Calendar. I like the fact it's full-size products. Yeah, so the Style Burner one isn't cheap, but you do get full-size products, and it isn't garbage. It's clearly not stuff they're trying to shift. It's actually good quality products that I like. So yeah, fully on board with them. Gabriella said, I joined last November. I think around 87k. Yeah, it would have been around last November as well, my love. So thank you. Scott wants to bring back Face Mask Fridays. We can do it for you, Scott. We can do it for you. Braille said, do you have any recommendations for large pores on the nose? Azelaic acid, really great option. Minimize them clogging, but also help over time to minimize the size. I also think a good peptide, collagen boosting peptide serum for sure. Tom said the Face Mask Fridays weren't bad. They were the original live streams. They led to this, Tom. Let's put it that way. They were a bit, I don't know. There are some, if you want to, you can have a look. There are very early on the channel. They're still up there. They were like 15 minutes long. It was cringe. But I always I never delete old videos because I like to see where it came from. I like to see the journey. They were a bit cringe, but they're up there for everyone to enjoy if they want. Sweet Tea said, yes, spooky skincare Saturdays, Face Mask Fridays either. We love it. Yeah, okay, we'll have to do it. We'll have to do it this month for sure. Sweet Tea said, just got a thin sweater, jumper, dark rusty red and 3 sizes too big. I want to turn up the AC so I can live in it. It's $3, worth every penny. Yeah, I know that sweater weather is the word, isn't it? We call sweaters jumpers here, which I believe comes from the French word, I'm going to say, I think it's jupe or jupe. for like wall thing. So we call them jumpers here. There are lots of people, it is definitely from the French word, which I might have mispronounced, but actually a lot of people think jumpers because like sheep, lambs jump, and that's where the wool comes from. It's not from that, but I like to think that's the reason. Xanax says, thank you for answering my question. It's a pleasure, my love. It's a pleasure. Tano says, please with the face mask Fridays. It would so bring us all. We need that workout. Okay, I'll bring it back this month for a one-off. We'll give it a go. Let's see how it goes. Gamer says, have you tried the Dokodo cleanser? I can barely pronounce it, but I will check it out. Thanks for the recommendation. Hi, Rob. Sorry I'm late. Your videos love so much. Thank you, my love. Send you lots and lots of love. Geraldine said, greetings from Ireland. Would niacinamide add any benefit for anti-aging? I use retinol, peptides, vitamin C already. No, probably not, but it could help at the margins. It can help with hyperpigmentation at the margins. I think you've got a comprehensive routine anyway. I will probably stick to that. If you wanted to add niacinamide, you can experiment. It won't do too much harm, but I think it sounds like you've got a good routine going anyway. Tom says, gotta go, get some chores done at my parents' place. Love you, Tom, love you, and I'll send you a message after this. Let's see, where we are. Sweet Tea says, I'm not bragging, but I give great snuggles and muscle relaxing massages. Sweet Tea, that sounds amazing. I'm on my way over to Florida. I could do with a massage. Rachel, great to see you, my love. And Kelly says, come on, peeps, like again. We need more chats. Thank you. Yeah, it'd be great. I'm going to try and get through a couple more questions. If we can get the likes over 100, that would be amazing. If you minimize the chat, hop over to that like button, give it a gentle caress, and honestly, it would mean the world to me. So thank you. Do as Kelly says. Thank you, Kelly. Amy says, Rob has an accent. Not at all. No, never even thought about it, Amy. No, absolutely not. I think my accent comes through with certain words. I'm northern, and I have a northern England. I have a very Yorkshire accent. So I think the words that often people, now I live down south, that people are like, what's he saying? My accent, things like butter. So I say butter like instead of butter. I say water instead of water. I can say water if I think about it, but when I'm getting a glass of water, yeah. We have a drink here called Vimto, and I say Vimto, and apparently it's Vimto. And bath. You know, if you get a bath, apparently everyone else down here says I get a bath, and I get a bath. So anyway, yeah. So I do have an accent, and I do, even though I've lived here like 15 years down south, it's never gone. It's never gone. Yura says, can I ask a question? Of course you can. Ask away. Let's see. So Shira says, have we talked about when the roundabout skin serum, peptide serum come out this year? I can't give an exact date, but I promise it will be a 2023 date, not a 2024 deal. Missy says, we love you. Thank you. Love you too. Steph says, what are your thoughts on Pacifica Future Youth Collection? Love Pacifica. I need to try more from them. Haven't tried that line. I love them. Great vegan option for people living a plant-based lifestyle. Love their products. Shanji said, thanks for asking my question. I want to clarify the second part, please. Currently use Azuraline and Matrixol, then retinol on the same night. Can I do it the same with azelaic acid? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So one night you use retinol, Matrixol, and Azuraline. The next night you use azelaic acid, Matrixol, and Azuraline. Yeah, absolutely. That sounds absolutely perfect, my love. We should save ourselves. Love that name. Says the Aveeno face care line looks promising. Toner especially. It does. Haven't tried it yet, but I have got my eyes on it. Rachel says missing our boy Finn, who is away at the dog sitters. Oh, sending you lots of love. He's missing you as much as you're missing him. That I can promise. Oran said, should I use the Face Theory Saliatica exfoliator in the morning or evening? I use retinol in the evening. Because it's retinol, you can probably use it alongside it. I would use it in the morning. I think it gives you a nice glow up for the day. I would use it in the morning. Missy said, your hair looks great today, by the way. Thank you. I don't think I slept on it. I had a nap and it's all fine. So I think maybe it's got more shape because I slept on it. Alex said, hello from the equestrian community in Ohio. Sending you lots and lots of love. Alex said, we still love your recommendation for enzymatic powder from years ago. I love that. There's so many enzyme powders. I might revisit some of my favorites in a video. Removes horse schmaltz better and everything. Glad to hear it, Alex. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your love and support. And I love enzyme exfoliators. I might revisit with an update. Would you guys like to see an update of some of my favorites? I can do that. Let's see. Rachel says, really enjoying the Stratia Liquid Gold and Interface Moisturizer. I haven't used the Interface for years, but the Liquid Gold I always have on those like super dry nights, always use. A-Tiger says, what do you think to Niche Beauty Lab? Love what I've tried. Their glycerin, amazing. Haven't used them a lot recently, so I need to try more from them. And there we have it. We've got to 7:30. An hour and a half. I know. I always. I tried to get to the bottom of the comments. I don't think I did all right. I think I'm only missing a few. I think I've done okay. Oh, we've got a couple more. Okay, look, let's just blast through. Let's blast through these comments. Let's do it. Let's see. I'm 43, please. Lots of people didn't get the chance to live until 43. True. Age is just a number. It's all fabulous. It's however fabulous you feel. Alex says the weather is divine, but the cold winds coming in from Canada. Those Canadians for you, Alex. Nothing good comes from them. Tom, our moderator, Canadian. It's his fault. Dylan says, any tips for reducing redness from acne? Yes, Dylan, azelaic acid, all the way. What I would recommend is try the Geek and Gorgeous A pad, because that is a derivative of azelaic acid that's actually proven to be the most effective on acne. So do you want me? Let me just find where it is. I'll link it. This one is so good. This one is so good. Totally recommend it. It's been amazing for my acne. Reduces redness, reduces the pimples in the first place. It's like all amazing. Nima says, I adore your energy. Thank you. Sending love to Prague. I had a great trip to Czech Republic. It was called Czech Republic when I went. Now it's Czechia, so I'll get it right. But yeah, back then it was Czech Republic when I visited. And I had a beautiful trip around Prague. Stayed in a place called Brno, which I know is not that close to Prague, but we had a trip in and we spent the day there and it was so beautiful. Sorry if I butchered the pronunciation. So let's see. Missy says, what do you think of mono threads and microdermabrasion? Microdermabrasion can work. For me, I don't think I need it. I think I get the great results with long-term use of exfoliating acid, but it can, if you want a quick win, it can be really good. Just do it with a professional, would be my recommendation. Renee says, hi there from the Netherlands. Love your channel. Love your skincare brand. Thank you, my love. Sending love to the Netherlands. Mally says, when's the mineral sunscreen video coming? Can't wait for it. It's in plan. I'm testing a few at the moment. I've got a couple more that I want to test and then we'll see. So it shouldn't be too long. I would love to see a review of the brand Green Keratin. Haven't tried them, haven't heard of them, so I will check them out. Thank you. Just make a quick note of that and then I will check them out. Done. Kristen says, sorry I'm late. It's fine. I was late to my own live stream, so don't worry about it, my love. How much does shipping the Mad About Skin products to the UK cost? An estimate. So it costs £8. It costs £8.99, Sierra. Which I don't know what the dollar equivalent of that is, but there will be a conversion on the site you can use. It's £8.99. The reason we went with that is it was a slightly cheaper option, but it didn't come with tracking and it didn't come with insurance. And I would rather send the products tracked and insured so you know where it is at every step in the journey. And if anything happens, money back or a replacement, no obligation. You know, that was important. So it's £8.99, which is kind of, and then we have a free shipping amount, which is the equivalent of £60 equivalent in dollars. Will get you free shipping on the whole lot. So there is a free shipping. And with the new relaunch of the brand, when we do the new packaging, we are actually going to be tweaking the shipping free limits and bringing them down a little bit, so it'll be the free shipping amount will come down a little bit. That's something we've been working on behind the scenes as well. Missy said pineapple enzyme exfoliants are great. They are. I love them. Suzanne, today is little Damien's bath day. Time for a spa experience with chamomile bath and almond oil massage. This kid is living the dream. Suzanne, he's living the dream. Honestly, run a bath for me. I'm coming over, Suzanne. I'm coming over. That sounds too good to miss. Love you, Amy. Love you, Dylan. And Sweet Tea. Maria says, hello from Cyprus. Sending love all the way to Cyprus. And we have got to the end of the questions. Took me an hour and a half, but we got there. Thank you. This has been the busiest live stream we've ever done. Can you believe that? Actually, the busiest in terms of the number of comments and the number of views. Busiest live stream ever. So thank you for the bottom of my heart. Honestly, it's been amazing. Thank you so much. If you're watching our replay and you've made it this far, love you also. And yeah, happy weekend, everyone. Enjoy yourselves. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I'll send you next weekend. I'm visiting family for a christening. So there's no live stream next weekend, but there's a usual normal service will resume the following Saturday. And I'll see you all then. Love you. Bye.